I'm Swati from Savadhyaya Learnings. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about tricks and tips for PowerPoint presentation. I'll be sharing a lot of shortcut and tricks to make the presentation more impactful and informative. So please stay till the end of the video. And if you're new to my channel, do subscribe for any new updates. In this tutorial, we'll be talking about PowerPoint presentation version 2016. We'll be starting with the basics and then we're going towards the more advanced features. This presentation will be helpful for everyone, whether you're a student, you're an educator, you're a small business owner, professional into corporate world. This tutorial will be useful to you. And I have recorded this tutorial in high definition so that you can put it on a full screen and take notes. So without further ado, let's start the presentation. Alright, so now let's focus on the first question. How do you open the PowerPoint? It's fairly simple. You see this at the bottom right corner, we have this start icon. Well, I'm using Windows 11, so I have my start icon in the taskbar. Now, as soon as you open it, you'll see the PowerPoint presentation 16 will be on my screen. Since I have been using quite a lot, so I'll simply click it over here. And this is the page that's going to be popping open. Most of your PowerPoint presentation, whether this is an old version or your new version, do have minimum 3 options. First is the blank template. The second is the templates that is there with the already automated designs, which you can see over here. And the third is definitely as per your liking. So if you are making a presentation for education purpose, or you're making it for any business purpose, or it's just an infographic, these automatic designs will help you go ahead and simply start preparing your presentation right away. Okay, so since we are learning with it, I'll be going with a blank presentation today. Okay, so this blank presentation opens up as soon as you click on it. Now, this is your fresh slides. I have already entered with the grids and ruler. I'll just go ahead. These are your rulers, okay, and this is your grid lines. This will help you easy when you are putting up any new pictures, or you want any new alignment for the already entered text. Okay, so little bit about what we are looking at right now. This top part of your page is called the ribbons. Okay, the small groups of tabs are actually called groups. This is your thumbnail slide. This at the bottom is your viewing slide, and definitely the note panel. I have the zoom in and zoom out option, wherein I can zoom out and zoom in for understanding how I'm going to be entering my data with, just for the look and feel of it. Okay, so let's start with a simple title. Okay, now as soon as we do see that if we are not entering anything, all these tabs are dead, they are not reflecting. As soon as we enter, these tabs come into active. We have a new slides, we have the layout sections, font, the size of the font, and the bullet points, and text align, smart art, everything is right over here on your click away. I'll be putting up a very simple thing. I'll be saying I want learning. I want this since I'm giving the presentation by Swati. Okay, now I'll be going little quick about these formats because we have been learning it like forever. These formats, the font size, if you want to change the font size, you can simply go ahead, select this, and you can go ahead and change it. The format paint will help you change the format of the word that you want to. So learning was coming in this format, now it is coming in the same with my Swati name. What does layout do? Since we see that new slides and layout have both the same content in it, what does this do? Suppose you have already entered all your details. Now you want, suddenly you think that there should be a comparison into it. What will you do? Will you go back and delete your slide that you have created for last 20-30 minutes or so? No. You simply go ahead and put it into a comparison mode. So whatever data you have entered over here will come into a box form so that you can compare the two. Okay, quite easy, quite evident, right? Now we will be going on the insert part. This is where we are entering a new slide. Suppose I want title and content. Now I have a table to enter. I'm preparing my presentation for comparison between how my budget was assigned, what is I have created out of that budget. This table format will come into picture. Okay, so for example, suppose I'm just going with a very simple example. You have a number of employees, their names and their attendance. You need only 3. So for example, in your department you have say 5 or 7 employees. This table format will come, wherein you can just write the serial number, then you can just write the names, then you can simply write the days of present. Okay, so you can simply enter, and this you can change according to your liking. You can put the shade and the size you want it to be. I'm changing the color. I want this to be highlighted in this color. Now I'm changing this to be highlighted with this color. I can change according to my look and feel of it. Okay, now how do we, if we have done anything wrong, how do we delete it? What you need to do is Control A, simply go ahead, select delete slide, and it's done. Okay, again, just for the learning purpose, I am putting up a new slide. Okay, now in these slides we have already been given the table format, we have been given the chart format, we have the smart graphics, something on the 3D model, the pictures online, any video that you want to include in your presentation, you can do it through this part. Many of us are often confused. What is shape and smart art? Smart art is something that helps you with an automated designs. So if you have any presentation wherein you are using a pyramid, so suppose in your presentation you want a Maslow hierarchy and need, so this comes to handy. Okay, now I will be again entering the new title and content. Suppose you want a picture to be inserted. I'll simply go ahead, I'll click a picture whichever I want in my presentation to be. Suppose I am promoting my own business, so I'll be taking this own picture. I can change the look and the feel of it. I can change the colors as I want it to be. I can remove the background if I want it to be. So I'll go with a light shade, the artistic effect, just black and white, or I want it with a border. So you can change as per your likings how you want your picture to be shown as. Now coming to the third tab, we have the design over here. What does the design do? Similar to once we were starting the presentation, we were given a few automated templates. The design on this end will help you with the look and the feel of the presentation. Normally we will go with a contrast so that it's easy for the people sitting in the back of your room to understand what you are trying to present. For example, I am going with a blue shade today. I can definitely go ahead and change these colors to green, orange or black as per my liking. But when you are working in a corporate, it's normally advisable to work in the contrast unit, something like this, easy to read, easy to understand. We have been given various features, swipe, undercover, reveal. How does that work? So suppose I am trying to start my presentation with a very virtual effect, and I want my name to come into a faded format. This is how I'm going to use it at. I want it to be coming in a split image. This is how I'm going to use it. Animation and transaction are both similar. you have the look and the feel and how this words or the image is going to be popping up. Animation on the other hand will help you the pop up of the image. So suppose now I want Swati to come up like this. So Swati, whenever the presentation will be running, this will come flying up. So animation is basically for your words, transaction is for your presentation. The slideshow. As when I was starting the presentation, I told that the slideshow is even at the bottom of the corner. The same tablets are even found at the top of this. The slideshow, that's the beginning of the presentation. You simply can click on the beginning of the presentation like this, or you can also use the tab F5. You can even start with your current slide. Okay, the same way. Okay, now I can just go ahead, end of the slides, right? Record, show time, rehearsal time, all these tabs help you to prepare your presentation in advance. So once I am putting up like this presentation, so I am putting learning by Swati, and the similar way you have a comparison to come up, you can simply go ahead, rehearse the time. By the time you want the name to come up, hi, my name is Swati. So this way I'll be presenting myself. Okay, so now I'm not going to save it definitely, but rehearse time will help you to start how the presentation should, the words you want to be popped up, the pictures that you want to be popped up according to your timings, according to your speech timings. Okay, review is something which will help you with checking of the spellings. If you are picking up any link or something, this check availability can help you. The languages, the view is all together. Again, the look and the feel. Presentation is all about the look and the feel. How and what information are you passing, how effective that information is, and how useful that information is. Okay, so when you're doing that, these look and the feel is very important. Microsoft do help us with all the support systems. So suppose your PowerPoint has hanged up sometime or something like that, if you are connecting to Wi-Fi or you're online, these features do come in handy. Tell me what to do, what you want to do. Okay, so suppose you are preparing a presentation and you do not have a lot of time in hand to go back and search, because there are so many things. Once, not only the things that they are there, but we have these small icons which even give us more options to change the format and make it more small cap or strike it, or there are so many other options. All these tabs have so many different options. So if there are 10 options over here, there are going to be 10 more at the bottom of it. So what you do is, you might not have all the time in the world to search about it. So what you do is, you simply go ahead, if I have this say animation, I'll just go ahead and simply click on it, animation style. I'll not have to go back and check about who does what. I can simply click on it and it will be easy for me to learn. So these transaction and animation, slideshow, reviews, format, you can easily find it right across. Okay, so like I promised at the top, this is all about it, the PowerPoint presentations. Okay, it's going to be same whether you're using the old version or the new versions, or you're even using the 2016 version. It's going to be all the same. There's going to be a little bit of difference, but that's negligible. So as promised earlier, I'll be sharing tricks and tips of PowerPoint presentation. I'll be ending this video with a short Excel format that will help you to use PowerPoint presentation with short forms like Control A, Control C. So you can simply pause the video right over here and you can copy this format and make it on your fingertips. So thank you so much for watching my video today. It was great having you online. Do subscribe to my videos. Do come back for more updates. Thank you so much.